What's good, YouTube? I just want to talk about a couple things that have been on my mind that I feel like people should stop doing. Like, some things that's going on in my life is just like, it's weird to explain, it's weird to like describe. Like, I ain't gonna never like say that I just had like a perfect life. Growing up for me, I grew up very poor. I grew up without a father. I grew up basically really without a mother, even though that she was alive, but it was like she was not alive. And it seemed like my whole life was just like a fantasy world. Like I woke up and one day I was just like, oh, that's my brother, that's my sister. But my daddy was gone, my mother was gone, and my dad and my mother was on drugs. I couldn't get nothing on the world what every other kid had. And I had some good times and I had some bad times here on earth, regardless if heaven or hell is real or not, or if God or this and that, everything that we learned on heaven, I will always imagine what is real, what is not real, and there's a lot of things that makes me believe in life more and makes me disbelieve in life. I do believe life could be better. I do believe a lot of humans are confused. I do believe that a lot of things in the law are just not fair. A lot of things in the justice system is not fair. Like, for example, I'm always be a R. Kelly fan. I just feel like he just made a lot of wrong mistakes, and that's what a lot of men did. But society, based on the law and based on what he did wrong, he gonna always be judged by that. Nobody's not gonna really hear his inner thoughts, his real true feelings, or nobody's never gonna really know what your soul or your inside of your thoughts really felt. You know what I'm saying? So who's to say if he was right or wrong? I mean, I feel like there's more humans on earth judging you for your wrong. Like, who's to say if somebody killed a store man and robbed the store because of he was hungry or he was homeless or he needed to protect his family and he killed them because of those reasons? Who's to say that he killed them for a wrong reason? I'm not saying that those people that died from being robbed or hurt or raped or whatever. I'm not saying that they deserve that. Nobody deserve in their life to go through any heartache or pain. You know what I'm saying? But the law justifies you as right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's another human that's still somewhere in his life. He might be doing something wrong, he or she. And then so therefore, like, how can a judge justify how much time you get, justify how much time you should get for the right or the wrong when we all human, we all gonna die, we all gonna make mistakes. That's why I say, like, when I look at life and I see a lot of females, they've been heartbroken because they man beat on them or hurt them or did this and that, or everything that happened in your life you could change, you could fix. And I don't blame y'all ladies for being mad at us, man, for doing wrong or hurting you or hurting your kids or hurting anything. But just know that you can fix your life. You can leave that man that hit you. You can leave that man that hurt you or hurted your kid. You can leave that person. You don't have to also always like uh hold them on. I mean, yeah, we didn't deserve to be forgiven, but y'all forgave us. We fucked up, ladies. We fucked up big time to where now only thing the ladies want now is that guy that got a good job or a good car or good this, and which are all good qualities y'all should want in a man. But I'm just saying, like, you know, a personality takes you a long way in life. Your personality, the things you like, the things that make you you, the things that make you happy, the things that make you human. Us humans, we hurt each other a lot, regardless if we're white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican. Don't matter what color of the skin, we all bleed the same, but we all choose to hurt one another. No, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? There's a man at home right now that he's unhappy because he picked the wrong wife or he picked the wrong baby mama. We don't know who or what or how God was going to justify who was going to be our baby mothers or our baby fathers. I mean, we just picked somebody. We just happen to like that person. You know what I'm saying? So we can't justify what we already did made and happen. You know what I'm saying? And we can't justify for the people that can and can't have kids or went so many years that they just don't have kids. Maybe they did something wrong in life where God is just like, I'm not giving you a kid or I'm not blessing you with a kid. I mean, I don't know, but since life is getting sicker and colder, I mean, it's a lot of things that we can't see that's killing us. And that's in enough. Like, I can't see AIDS. I can't see coronavirus. I can't see the flu, but it could kill me. And that's why I would hate to see that, these women's being so hard up and these men that's being so hard up and being so tough towards the ladies and the ladies being so tough towards the men. Why is we trying to give each other a hard time to just live when if we just ease up a bit and just have a little fun, man, what could be going wrong? Like, I'm not saying I want life to be a big fun land, but I'm not saying I just want life to be giving, but I just want the people to ease up a little bit. Like, we don't know that these diseases, these viruses and stuff is killing us. So why, lady, if you is generally a beautiful, beautiful woman with a beautiful personality and a banging body, why give that next man that's at that club a hard time when you could be making his life? I'm not saying that you have to drop your panties for every man that come around you, ladies, but I'm saying, like, today or tomorrow, that man could have the coronavirus or the flu or this and that cancer, and that one date or that one night stand or that one kiss or that one passionate moment you gave a person, you probably gave that person the last happy time that he had. So what if he was this and that? So what if he was married? Some people just use that. I mean, in a perfect world, I would have never cheated on my wife. In a perfect world, we'd never cheated on each other. That's in a perfect world. But I don't judge her for her wrong. I don't judge myself for the wrong. It's just that I understand we're human. We're gonna make mistakes. I mean, I feel like you're a perfect human if you lived I congratulate you if you lived a perfect life and you've been married and you never cheated, or you're a man and you never thought about some other type of pussy, or you're a woman and you ain't never thought about some other type of man while you was with your man. I think you're a perfect fucking human if you did all the right things and you follow all God law. Like, condolences to you. I feel like you're a perfect human if you ain't never drunk the alcohol, you ain't never picked up a cigarette, you ain't never smoked a blunt, you ain't never did none of that. I feel like you're a perfect human if you ain't never made a mistake. But there's millions of people that's out there smoking cigarette like it's the best thing on earth. And I ain't gonna lie, I picked up a cigarette just to see what was so excited about it. But when I picked it up, man, both times I couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my forte. I even picked up weed, and there's a million people that say weed is the shit. They can't even live or go a day without it. But me, God made it where, like, nigga, you ain't about to smoke weed. You ain't about to know how to roll it. You ain't about to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was just not my forte. And those are the things that I feel like with God, how he made me very unusual. Like, he didn't make me accept weed. He didn't make me accept crack. He didn't make me accept none of the things that my parents did besides alcohol, and I regret that. He didn't make me, my mama, my daddy, they like greens and vegetables and fish and stuff like that. He didn't make me like that stuff. He made me picky as hell. He made me short. He made me light skinned with no good hair. He fucked up with that part. He could have gave me the good hair. I wasn't, I was okay when he didn't give me the good color for eyes. All the light skinned motherfucker good traits that come with it. And the motherfuckers that got that shit, y'all lucky. Y'all blessed. But anyhow, I'm sticking with it. I'm working with it. But, like, I'm happy how God made me, and I realized how things, like, happen. Like, when I got married, it was a lot of women that could just tell off the bat. Like, I could tell you're married. Even when me and my wife was separated and I was trying to give me some booty or someone to talk to overcome the pain. Like when you're going through something, you want to overcome the pain. You don't want to think about what you and that significant other did wrong to each other. You don't want to think about your wrongs. You never want to think about your wrong. You just want to like basically run from it, or like some of the pain that you go through, you can't run from it. You have to like basically stick it out and work it out. Like sit there and talk to that person and deal with that problem or whatever, or that situation or whatever. And you want to deal with it until it's fixed or it's some type of resolve. And that's basically about it. But like, life took me to a lot of journeys, and I never understood why. I never understood why I couldn't do this. When I did try to do wrong, when I did try to leave my marriage or did try to let go, when I felt like my wife was happy with somebody else, when I did try to let go, it seemed like God wouldn't let me. It seemed like whatever it was, I couldn't find no justification. Like, okay, she's happy with somebody else. She's happy with the dude that she came out here to see, or whatever her justification was for her to come out here. But I couldn't let her go. And so that's how I knew that God was really on me, like, because all I could do is just pray about it. It's a lot of things in life that I would never understand, or why it is or why that. Like, I never thought that I would be 32 and I would be needing glasses. So that's one thing about my health. I got checked, and something that's changed about my life. I never thought at 32 I would be getting my wisdom tooth pulled, and when I wish I would have got it like sometime in my 20s. And I got 2 more to go with that. And I just wish that I wish my luck was good as how it was when I was younger. Like, I used to be the life of the party. I used to be able to go up to any guy or any girl. Hey, what's up, man? And they like me. They like my personality. They like who I was. I miss that part of my life. I don't know where it went to, but God, I'm asking you to bring it back. Because it's like, I'm not saying that I need to be around people. I'm not saying that I need to be liked by so many people. But I miss them moments. I miss them times. I miss being the center of attention sometimes. So I just missed it. Like, I missed when I knew so many people, and I was so tight with people, I was able to walk inside their house without knocking in the door, going inside the refrigerator, making me a sandwich if I wanted to. If I wanted to drink the last of the Kool-Aid, I wanted to. I used to be so cool with so many people like that. Like, I couldn't believe it myself. Like, I could just go inside this stranger house, walk inside their house, not get killed, not get hurt, not get hit, but just everybody just, hey, John, you know what I'm saying? Hey, John, how you doing? I miss them moments, you know what I'm saying? When people, like, if I didn't have $0 in my pocket and I just needed 20, and everybody in the house had $20 for me, I could get that 20 and I ain't have to pay them back until I got paid or until the next year. That's the type of genuine person like I used to be, and that's the type of love people used to have for me. I mean, some people still do, but I'm looking like, damn, what happened to all my friends? What happened to all the people that had this much love for me? Well, like, I feel like sometimes in my life, I felt like I was a low-key celebrity. Like, I could go to people's house without knocking on the door, go in their refrigerator, eat what I want, borrow whatever I need to borrow from them, and abracadabra had it my way. Like, I could call somebody on the phone and be like, hey, man, I'm having a problem right now, or hey, man, I need to move, and they'll come, or they'll come to my rescue. You know what I'm saying? If I needed to get away, they'll be there, like, with the drop of the dime. They'll drop the phone and be like, man, that's John. He need a ride. He need this. He need that. I used to be that kind of person when I could just call somebody, anybody, and life go good. I mean, if I needed a one-way ticket to China, I had it. You know what I'm saying? That's how much love people used to have for me. I mean, maybe they still do. Maybe, once when I got married, God was just like, you can't live that life no more. There's a lot of things that I feel like God just changed around and I just didn't have no control of. And I don't know the reason or the justification of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, It just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, for people to judge you, or for people to use the law against you to justify your wrong, it becomes a frustrating thing, because like your life become hard to live, because now this person is telling somebody this and this and that about you, or they're making your character sound this and this and that kind of way. But I make these videos so, like, when I do pass on, or I do die, my wife can see my true feelings, my family can see my true thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a wild boy, you know. I used to drink every day. I used to party every day. I used to go inside the convenience the neighborhood liquor store and brawl. Like, I could grab whatever I wanted and go in there with any hoochie I want, and get the most expensive bottle of alcohol that's in the store for free. I used to be that close. Like, people used to love me. The store man, Bobby, I would never forget him. He used to give me like $200 and $300 worth of credit all out the liquor store. I used to go in the store and people used to look at me like, did you just see that man just walk out your store with a roll of tissue and a couple beers without saying nothing to you? Oh yeah, that's John. You know, it's John. He could do it. You know what I'm saying? I used to also too get liquor off of food stamp. He used to let me slide in so many ways, and I used to just do so many things that people couldn't realize. Like, this man just went inside the store and got like $200 worth of alcohol and didn't have to pay nothing for it. Would just hit the top of the table and just be like, hey, Bobby, this right here, I want it, I'm gone, put it on my tab. And that was it. Like, I felt like I was the man for a moment, because it made me feel good, because I was just like, I could go inside this liquor store, I could get whatever I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted. It's just that I took that power and I started giving it to like my sister them, or my niece them, or my mama them, and then they ran the store man up. I mean, you can't give black people some power and it's not expect them to overdo it. Like, my family just had to overdo it, and I was paying back their tab. I was paying back the things that they owed. And I was just like, fuck, they got me paying 200 here, 200 there. But I made everything square away. Like, I paid the man back. You know, I could say I probably caused him to go back to his hometown, because the people, his family that was down here, they didn't want him down here no more, because they was saying, like, you know, he was being too nice. I guess his drawer was short. Like, I probably fucked his life up. Like, if I ran into Bible, he'd probably beat my ass. You know, I don't know. But I mean, I had some good moments, you know. I had some good moments in Fresno, California. I had some bad moments. I done hurt a couple females. I done did a couple things wrong, but I apologize that. And I even ran across some of the females that I did hurt, and I was able to come up to them and say, you know what, I apologize. I was rude. I was this and that. You know, but the whole part of all the wrong that I did, I was just a young black man trying to live his life, trying to figure out, you know, what's this, what's that, you know. And some of the things I was probably trying to, I guess, fit in, you know, where I didn't fit in, or be somebody that I wasn't trying to be, like, because I seen somebody get away with it. Like, if you see somebody could get away with 5 bitches, and you see one man and he got 5 bitches, or he got a million. Like, I had partners who had 1 million numbers in their cell phone. And yeah, I ain't gonna afraid to admit it. I judge a couple men. I was looking at them like, dang, he ain't even all that handsome or whatever. It might sound kind of gay with what I'm saying, but I'm not gay. But I'm like, he not even all of that. How the hell he get all these females? And then it's to the point that females team dark skin, or females judging man by what kind of phone they have. Like, I heard my niece said she can't date a man unless he have an iPhone. What kind of bullshit is that? Like, so if he have an Android, he's wrong, he's poison or something? Like, I just didn't justify that. There's females that won't date a man because he ain't got a car. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, you ain't got a car, I can't date you. I'm sorry. I got a car, but you don't. I can't date you. So I was like, man, a nigga like me who I ain't never learned how to drive. I've been in 2 car accidents. One of them I put myself into. The other one was just not for me. But to justify it, you know, I mean, I guess I never really got the control of how to control the pedals and the foot, the stop and the go, and the motions of the car. You know, and if I learn that, and if I get somebody to take the time out, and we got to be somewhere in the field because, you know, I think I might be heavy footed, and I might be that motherfucker that push on the gas where we can't stop it in time enough, and we might run into a tree. Nah, I don't want to go through that. So I'm just saying, like, maybe one day, you know, I can get over that fear, and I'll learn how to drive, and maybe one day I'll be that perfect guy where I live in that nice house and that nice place, and the woman I'm with is happy, and boom, I got a little bambino somewhere, and it's cool. But then I always thought that I'd be that nigga that got like 5, 6, 7, 8 kids and about 4, 5 baby mamas and about 2 wives. I always thought that. I mean, to me, it don't sound dope on paper or in life, but it sound dope to me. Like, dang, I left about 2 wives down here, about 4, 5 kids. You know, and at least if I was to die today or tomorrow, I could say, nigga, I got 4, 5 kids, 2 wives back out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I one thing I know for a fact, I was a lover. You know, I loved a lot of ladies. I loved my ass off. You know, and I can't shake that feeling. I can't shake, you know, the things that I would and won't do for a woman because, you know, I was made from a woman. You know, I was made from a woman. My mama made me, and my daddy, of course. But my mama and my sister and them, they raised me. I would never like forgive them for that. You know, I thank them for helping the building of me being the man that I am today. And a lot of ways that I am, I got it because when I was growing up, I see my brothers them like hustling and selling and just doing a whole lot of shit. I never understood why a man put his hands on a woman or why a man put his hands on my mom or why a man put his hands on my sister. I never understood that. But when I was growing up, I thought that was the only way a man to get his control from that woman. I didn't know. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I wind up doing some of those jerkmate things too because I seen it, and I'm not trying to make an excuse, but a lot of times when I got into a lot of bullshit arguments with some of these females like it, that shit. I even had a woman that came up to me and told me that she didn't want, she thought it was a such thing that I'm too nice. So she thought I was too nice, right? So she was telling me, you're too nice. I don't need a man that's too nice, too this, too that, right? So she didn't think that I could like get in her face and be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, I didn't really want to, but she brung that out of me. So I was just like, all right, you think I'm too nice? All right, fuck you then, bitch. Bitch, you shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, I couldn't just do that shit. At first, I was just like, you really want me to cuss you out? Like, what kind of weird shit is this in your head? But I realized I have to do that because she will push over me. You know what I'm saying? The backbone and the woman, she will push over me. You know, she will go walk over me and just date that man that would do that to her. You know what I'm saying? But it was weird, but I was just like, all right, I'm going to adapt to it. This bitch want to be slapped today, I'm going to slap her. If she want to be yelled at today, I'm going to yell at her. I mean, I just did it because that was the part of life that the upbringing and type of person I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? But it took me to get older to understand, like, damn, that wasn't really right. This wasn't really this. But she made me into this animal, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, but like, I wish, I miss being the ladies' man. I wish being that guy. Like, I remember when I used to be that guy and I walk into a liquor store, grocery store, and boom, I was just like the most handsomest man on earth. But now I'm just an average Joe. You know, I probably was always been average Joe. I mean, I look the same from then to now. It's just that I'm a little chunkier and a little older, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But life was just a roller coaster for me, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of choices that I should have made, and it was a lot of choices that I was too afraid to make, and it was a lot of choices that I wish I should have could have made. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody tell you don't be walking around the house naked.
I'm washing my stuff. I just came out washing my blanket and all stuff.
But anyhow, like, I just hate people that, you know, judge me for my wrong. Because generally I'm a good person, and generally I You know, my intentions be good all the time, but sometimes I just wasn't thinking straight. But those people who judge me and wanted to hurt me and wanted to do this and do that, they don't know my true feelings, my true thoughts. You know what I'm saying? They just know that I just said something that did them wrong, or I just did something that didn't seem right, or I told somebody something that I shouldn't have. Like, who the fuck are you?
I had to dry and all of that. Dry my clothes.